I choose today that the best years of my life start now. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, not when the world finally makes sense, but now, in this very breath you are taking with me. Come a little closer, my dear, just for a moment. Let everything else soften. Let the noise of your thoughts quiet down, just enough for you to hear something deeper, something gentler. Take a slow breath in and let it out. Yes, just like that. I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Not harsh, just honest. How long have you been waiting for your life to begin? Not surviving, not enduring, not getting through the days, but truly living, feeling alive, feeling aligned, feeling like something inside you has finally opened. Maybe you've been telling yourself, when this changes, then I'll feel better. When I heal, then I'll start. When things finally work out, then I'll become who I'm meant to be. But sweetheart, what if I gently told you something that might shift everything? What if the moment you've been waiting for has been waiting for you? Take that in for a second. Just sit with it. Because I know it hasn't felt like that. I know there have been days, many days, where it felt like life was moving forward without you. Like you were stuck in a space between who you were and who you're becoming, a quiet, uncomfortable in between. And that space, oh, that space can feel so heavy, can't it? It can make you question yourself. It can make you feel behind. It can make you wonder if you've missed your chance. But listen to me carefully. You have not missed anything. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are in the middle of something sacred, something invisible to the eye, but deeply real within you. Let me explain it to you in a way your heart can understand. Imagine a seed buried beneath the soil. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, just darkness, stillness, silence, no movement, no visible growth. And if that seed could think, it might believe it's stuck. It might believe it's been abandoned. It might believe it will never become anything more than what it is right now. But what the seed cannot see is that everything is happening. It is breaking open. It is transforming. It is preparing for a life it cannot yet imagine. My dear, that seed is you. And this moment, this exact moment in your life, is not the end of something. It is the beginning, not a loud, dramatic beginning that announces itself with fireworks, but a quiet, powerful shift, the kind that changes everything from the inside out. You see, we've been taught to believe that our best years are something we find, something that happens to us when conditions are right. But that isn't how it works. Your best years are something you choose, not once, but again and again, in small, gentle, courageous moments, like right now. Because when you say, I choose today that the best years of my life start now, you are not making a wish. You are making a decision, and that decision, it begins to change the way you see yourself. Let me ask you something else. Who have you been waiting to become? Have you been waiting to feel more confident before you start showing up as your true self? Have you been waiting to feel worthy before you allow yourself to receive love, success, or peace? Have you been waiting for proof before you believe that something beautiful is possible for you? Take a breath and notice that pattern. Because it's so subtle, isn't it? We think life works like this. First, things change. Then I feel better. First, I succeed. Then I feel worthy. First, I receive. Then I believe. But life, real life, doesn't move in that direction. It moves the other way. You feel first, and then things begin to change. You believe first, and then evidence appears. You become first, and then you receive. And I know that can feel confusing, even frustrating. Because how do you feel like your best self when life hasn't yet reflected that back to you? How do you trust when you've been disappointed? How do you open when you've been hurt? My dear, you do it gently. You don't force yourself into a new identity overnight. You don't pretend everything is perfect. You don't silence your pain or rush your healing. No, you begin with a small shift, a quiet choice, a soft decision that says, even here, even now, I am willing to see this moment differently. Take another breath with me. What if this phase of your life is not a delay? What if it's a preparation? What if the reason things have felt slow or uncertain or unclear is because something within you is being rearranged, realigned, refined, like a door that hasn't opened yet, not because it's locked forever, but because it's waiting for you to arrive as the version of yourself who can walk through it. And I want you to really feel this. You are not being held back. You are being guided forward in a way that your mind may not fully understand yet. There is a timing to your life that is deeper than logic, a rhythm that doesn't rush, a wisdom that sees beyond what you can currently see. And when you stop fighting that timing, when you stop telling yourself that you're late or that something is wrong, something inside you softens. You begin to breathe differently. You begin to trust just a little more. And in that space, something new begins to emerge. Let me bring you closer into this. Right now, in this very moment, who are you being? Not what are you doing, not what are you trying to fix, but who are you being? Are you being someone who is waiting, holding your breath, hoping life will finally start? Or are you being someone who gently, quietly says, my life is already unfolding and I am part of it now? There is so much power in that shift, because when you stop living in not yet, you begin to step into now. And now is where everything lives. Not your past, not your imagined future, but here, in this breath, in this awareness, in this soft, present moment. I know your mind may still try to pull you away from this. It may say, but what about everything that hasn't worked out yet? And what about the things I'm still waiting for? And what about the fear that it might never happen? And I hear that, I do. But let me ask you this. Has worrying brought those things closer? Has doubting yourself made the path clearer? Or has it only made your heart feel heavier? You don't need to carry that weight anymore. Not today. Today, we are choosing something different. Today, we are choosing to begin again, not by changing everything outside of you, but by shifting something within you, a quiet declaration. I am not waiting for my life to start. I am allowing it to start through me. Feel the difference in that. You are no longer on the outside looking in. You are inside the moment, alive within it, participating in it, and from this place, from this gentle presence, we begin to build something new, not rushed, not forced, but real. Let's take another breath together. Inhale slowly and exhale gently. Good. Now, I want you to place your attention softly on your heart, just for a moment, and ask yourself, without pressure, without judgment, what would it feel like if I truly believed that my best years are not behind me, but beginning right now? Don't rush the answer. Just feel into it. Would it feel lighter? Would it feel hopeful? Would it feel like something inside you is opening, even just a little? That feeling, that small opening, that is where we begin. And I'm right here with you. We're not going anywhere. I choose today that the best years of my life start now. And as you sit here with me, breathing softly, I want you to feel something very gently settling into your body, a quiet permission you may not have given yourself before. Permission to begin without having everything figured out. Take a slow breath and let your shoulders drop just a little. You don't have to carry the weight of what if right now. You don't have to solve your entire life today. All you're doing is opening a door inside yourself. And that is enough. Let me ask you something, my dear. Something simple, but very revealing. Have you been trying to become your best self? Or have you been waiting to feel ready first? There's a subtle difference, isn't there? Because waiting feels safe. Waiting feels like control. Waiting feels like you're protecting yourself from disappointment. If I don't fully step in, I won't fully fail. And I understand that. I truly do. But sweetheart, there's something even more painful than failing. It's never allowing yourself to fully live. And I don't want that for you. I don't want you to keep standing at the edge of your own life, watching it from a distance, analyzing it, preparing for it, postponing it. I want you to feel what it's like to gently step into it. Not all at once, not in a way that overwhelms you, but in small, quiet ways. Because the truth is, your life doesn't transform in one giant leap. It transforms in tiny shifts, repeated softly, consistently, until one day you look back and realize, I'm not the same person anymore. And it didn't happen all at once. It happened because you chose again and again to see yourself differently, to treat yourself differently, to believe something new, even when it felt unfamiliar. So let's explore that together. Who are you when you are not defined by your past? Take a breath before you answer, because I know how easy it is to go back to old stories, old identities, old labels you've carried for so long. I'm the one who struggles. I'm the one who always gets overlooked. I'm the one who never quite gets there. But what if those are not truths? What if they are just practice thoughts? Thoughts you've repeated so many times, they began to feel like who you are. But you are not your past patterns. You are not your old emotional habits. You are not the limitations you learned along the way. You are something much more fluid, much more alive, much more capable of change than you've allowed yourself to believe. And this is where something powerful begins to happen. Because when you choose today, truly choose, that your best years start now, you are no longer asking, when will my life change? You are asking, who do I choose to be in this moment? And that question, it changes everything. Because now, instead of chasing an outcome, you are embodying a state. Instead of waiting for proof, you are becoming the proof. Take a moment with me. Imagine a version of you, not perfect, not flawless, but grounded, calm, open. Someone who trusts life just a little more. How does that version of you walk through the day? How do they speak to themselves when things don't go as planned? Do they criticize or do they soften? Do they panic or do they pause? Do they close off or do they remain open even if just a little. You see, this is the quiet work. This is the real transformation. Not forcing yourself to be happy all the time, but learning how to stay present with yourself in every moment. And I want to guide you into something very simple, something you can begin right now, without effort. Just notice your breath again. Inhale slowly and exhale gently. Good. Now, as you breathe, I want you to gently say to yourself, inside your mind, I am here and I am safe to begin. Don't rush it. Let the words land softly. I am here and I am safe to begin. Again, I am here and I am safe to begin. Feel how that shifts something, even slightly, because so much of what holds us back is not a lack of ability. It's a lack of safety. Your nervous system, your body, it wants to feel safe before it expands. And if you've experienced disappointment, pain, uncertainty, of course a part of you learned to hold back. Of course a part of you learned to wait. That part of you isn't wrong. It's just trying to protect you. So, instead of fighting it, we gently reassure it. We don't say, hurry up and change. We say, it's okay. We can move slowly. It's okay. We can begin where we are. And as you begin to feel safer, something beautiful happens. You start to open, not dramatically, but quietly. And that quiet opening, that is where your new life begins. Now let me take you a little deeper. There is something many people don't realize about receiving. We think receiving is about what comes into our lives. Opportunities, love, success, abundance. But receiving actually begins with what we allow ourselves to feel. If you don't allow yourself to feel worthy, if you don't allow yourself to feel enough, if you don't allow yourself to feel ready, then even when life offers you something beautiful, it can feel uncomfortable, unfamiliar, even undeserved. And so, without realizing it, you may push it away, or shrink from it, or question it until it disappears. Not because you don't want it, but because it doesn't match how you feel inside. So today, we are not just choosing that your best years start now, we are choosing to gently expand what you are willing to receive. Not all at once, just a little more than yesterday, a little more ease, a little more peace, a little more belief that something good can happen without struggle. Can you feel how radical that is? To believe that life doesn't always have to be hard, to believe that things can flow, to believe that you don't have to earn every moment of joy through exhaustion. Take a breath, because I know that might feel unfamiliar, maybe even uncomfortable. But stay with me. You don't have to force yourself to believe it completely. Just be open to the possibility. Maybe, just maybe, things can begin to shift. That's enough. Now I want to offer you a few gentle affirmations, not as something you must repeat perfectly, but as soft reminders you can return to, like a quiet place inside yourself. Listen to them slowly, and if you feel ready, repeat them in your mind. I am allowed to begin again. Pause. I am not behind. I am unfolding. Pause. I release the need to wait. I choose to live now. Pause. I am becoming someone who receives with ease. Pause. My life is not delayed. It is being prepared. Let those words settle into you, not as pressure, but as possibility. And if your mind resists, that's okay. If a part of you says, this isn't true yet, That's okay too. You're not here to force belief. You're here to gently introduce a new direction. Because change doesn't happen when you argue with your current reality. It happens when you consistently return to a new way of seeing, over and over, softly, patiently, until one day it feels natural. Now let's talk about something very human, something we all experience. The fear of disappointment, that quiet voice that says, "What if I believe and it doesn't happen? What if I open and I get hurt again? What if I try and I fail?" My dear, that voice is not your enemy. It's a part of you that remembers pain, and it's trying to protect you from feeling that again. But here's what I want you to gently consider. Closing your heart does not protect you from pain. It only protects you from life. And you were not meant to live closed. You were meant to feel, to experience, to expand. And yes, sometimes that includes disappointment, but it also includes joy, connection, growth, beauty. And when you choose today to begin again, you are not guaranteeing that everything will be perfect. You are choosing to be present, no matter what unfolds. And that is where your true power lives. Take one more deep breath with me. Inhale slowly and exhale. Feel that? You're still here. You're still breathing. You're still capable of beginning again. And that is not something small. That is everything. Stay with me. I choose today that the best years of my life start now. And as you sit here with me, feeling this quiet shift unfolding inside you, I want you to notice something very gently. You didn't have to force this moment. You didn't have to chase it. You didn't have to prove anything to arrive here. You simply allowed yourself to be present. Take a slow breath in and let it out softly. There is something so powerful about this space you're in right now. This calm awareness, this openness, this willingness to see your life differently. This is where everything begins to change. Not out there, not someday, but here, within you. Let me ask you something, my dear. What if nothing in your life needs to be fixed before you can begin to love it? Just sit with that for a moment. Because I know how easy it is to believe the opposite. I'll feel at peace when things settle down. I'll feel happy when I achieve more. I'll feel whole when something outside of me finally completes me. But sweetheart, what if peace is not something you earn? What if it's something you allow? Right here, in the middle of your imperfect, unfolding life. Because the truth is, life will always be changing. There will always be something unknown, something uncertain, something unfinished. And if you wait for everything to be resolved before you allow yourself to feel at ease, you will always be waiting. But when you choose gently, quietly, to feel at home within yourself now, everything begins to shift. You stop chasing life and you start meeting it. You stop resisting the moment and you start flowing with it. And from that place, something beautiful happens. You begin to trust yourself, not because you suddenly have all the answers, but because you realize you can handle not having them. Take a breath with me. Inhale slowly and exhale. Good. Now I want you to feel into something deeper. There is a version of you already within you who is not waiting anymore. A version of you who is not defined by fear or doubt or past experiences. A version of you who moves through life with a quiet confidence, not loud, not forceful, but steady. That version of you is not in the future. It is a state of being available to you now. And the more you choose to return to this moment, the more you align with that version, not by trying to become someone else, but by remembering who you are. Beneath all the noise, let me guide you into this gently. Close your eyes for a moment, if you feel comfortable, and imagine yourself waking up tomorrow, but something feels different. Not because your external world has changed overnight, but because you wake up and there is a softness in your body, a calmness in your breath. You're not rushing to check what's missing or what needs fixing. You're simply here, present. And as you move through your day, you notice something subtle but powerful. You are not reacting the same way you used to. When something doesn't go as planned, you don't spiral, you pause. When doubt tries to creep in, you don't believe it immediately. You observe it and let it pass. When opportunities appear, you don't shrink. You stay open, even if it feels unfamiliar. And at the end of the day, you realize something. Nothing dramatic happened, but everything felt different. Because you were different, take a breath. That version of you is not far away. It is created in moments like this, in choices like this, in awareness like this, and the more you practice returning to this state, the more natural it becomes. Now, let's talk about something that often stays hidden, something that quietly shapes our lives. Self-sabotage, not in a harsh or blaming way, but in a deeply compassionate understanding. Because self-sabotage is not you trying to ruin your life. It is you trying to stay safe in what is familiar, even if what is familiar is limiting, even if what is familiar no longer serves you. So when you hesitate, when you doubt, when you pull back just as something good begins to unfold, I don't want you to judge yourself. I want you to gently ask, what part of me is trying to protect me right now? And then, instead of pushing that part away, you soften toward it. You reassure it. It's okay. We can move forward slowly. It's okay. We don't have to rush. It's okay. We are safe to receive more now. Do you feel the difference? You're not forcing change. You're creating safety for change. And that is what allows transformation to last. Now, my dear, let's bring this into something simple you can carry with you every day. Not a long routine, not something overwhelming, just small, gentle practices that remind you again and again that your life is already beginning. When you wake up in the morning, before you reach for anything, before you check anything, just take one breath and softly say to yourself, today I begin again. Feel it, even if it's just for a second. And throughout your day, whenever you notice yourself slipping into old patterns, old thoughts, old fears, don't fight them. Just pause and return. Return to your breath. Return to your awareness. Return to this quiet knowing, I am here, and I am choosing differently. And at night, before you fall asleep, place your hand on your heart just for a moment and gently reflect, not on what you didn't do, but on how you showed up. Did you pause when you needed to? Did you soften when you could have been harsh? Did you allow even a small moment of presence? That is enough. That is progress. That is how your life changes. From the inside out. Now let's come back, full circle. to where we began. I want you to hear this again, not just as words, but as a truth you are stepping into. I choose today that the best years of my life start now, not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer waiting, not because you have all the answers, but because you are willing to trust the unfolding, not because fear is gone, but because you are no longer letting it lead. Take a deep breath and feel the calm that is here. Feel the steadiness. Feel the quiet strength that has always been within you, now rising to the surface. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from experience, from growth, from everything you've lived through. And all of it has been preparing you for this moment. This moment where you stop postponing your life. This moment where you stop questioning your worth. This moment where you gently, lovingly choose yourself. Again and again and again. Stay here for a second longer. Let it sink in. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are right on time for the life that is ready to begin through you. And I want you to carry this with you, softly, gently. Wherever you go next, you are allowed to begin right now. And your best years are not somewhere far away. They are unfolding with every breath you are willing to take, consciously, lovingly, here,